So the first thing I'm going to put first is a moisturizer, and I'm using the Ole Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream, and it looks like this. My skin actually is now dry compared to before I got pregnant and gave birth. I was actually acne prone, oily skin, and now I have dry skin. So it's really important for me to moisturize. Next product I'm going to be using is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in Light. And this one I'm just going to be putting in the areas that I'm actually a bit oily, which is in the T-zone and around the nose. I'm having dinner with my ex-co-workers, so it's gonna be a night out for me. Then I'm gonna be putting foundation. This is the Too Faced Born This Way medium to full coverage foundation, and this is the shade Golden Beige. So again, since it's like a night out and there's flash photography, I would want a full coverage foundation, and I'm just gonna put 1 or 2 pumps and on my face. Now the foundation is done, I'm going to be putting my concealer in. This is the Instant Age Rewind Maybelline Concealer in Sand. Looks like that. I put it underneath my eyes and the center of my face. Next, using a loose powder to lock my foundation concealer in, I am using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Really good. And then now for my eyes, I will be putting the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. And I like putting this on because it will really last the whole day. So while that sets in, I'm going to be doing my brows. Important to do your brows because that frames your face. And I'm going to be using Desi Perkins's collaboration with Benefit, the pencil and the Foolproof Brow Powder. Alright, the brows are done. And now I'm just going to be putting Highbrow by Benefit just to kind of highlight my brow bone and look more snatched up. Now for the face, I'm going to do the eyes last because that's the main point of this whole video. I'm going to do my face really quickly. I will be contouring using the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks in Mocha. And it just looks like this. And I actually love this contour. So just kind of like outline. You actually don't have to do this. You can just go straight with the bronzer. But again, I'm a little bit extra today, so I'm gonna be doing quite a contour. And then for my powder, it's one of my favorite ones. It's the Butter Bronzer powder and deep bronzer. I use like a brush like this to really carve out my lines. Next, I'm gonna be doing my highlight. I am gonna be using this Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Foil in Sandcastle. It's the one right here. Now for blush, I'm going to be using Eternal Sun by MAC. And it's just warm rosy-ish blush. Alright, so time for the main part, which are the eyes. So I'm going to be using this Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. And this is like my go-to brown smoky, and it's actually really easy. I just used 2 to 3 colors. I'm going to be getting a big fluffy brush like this. This one is from Morphe. And this is number R37, and I'm gonna pick an eyeshadow that will kind of give like a flush of color on my lids, which is going to be this one right here, and it's called Mousse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of go all over the lid. See how it instantly kind of like gave that color and showed a little bit more dimension to the crease. That's what I like. Okay, next one would be this eyeshadow right here. It's one of my favorite eyeshadows, and this is called Peanut Butter. And so the next brush I'm going to be using is the Sigma Blending E25, and this is a little bit more stiff. So you would want to put it where your crease is at and all over the lid, but not too up and not too down. So I start here and I blend it out. So this eyeshadow instantly warms up the look. And you can also kind of like pull it down, since you want your look to be more cohesive. Okay, so now that we're done warming up the eyes, I'm going to be using my main eyeshadow, which is Rum Raisin. We're going to be using that all over the lid and a little bit on the crease. I will be using a flat shader brush, and you can go ahead and pack it on. So you don't want to swipe, you just want to push the product onto your lid, because what's going to happen is you're going to end up having fallout if you wipe it or swipe it. So towards going up, you would want to kind of lightly feather it out. And if you can't, we can always use another brush to help you feather it out and blend it more. I know I look crazy right now, it looks unblended, but we will get to that in a second. Now that we did that, you can definitely see a line in there. So now I'm going to be using a different eyeshadow that will kind of blend it all out, which is a mix of your transition and your actual color, and this one is called Truffle. You can even use the same brush that you did earlier and dip it in there, and where the line meets you can just do it in circular motions and kind of feather it out and blend it out all out. So it's just a matter of blending. Big difference. So you can just go ahead and blend up until the line is not visible anymore. Now onto my next eye. So now that it is all coming in together, you would want to clean the bottom up, and I'm not too strict on the bottom, just kind of like repeating the steps from the lid and just blending it all out. Now I'm going to be using this black eyeshadow to give it a little bit of depth to my eyes. So I'm just going to be putting at the outer V, and probably I'm not going to put eyeliner, I'm just going to smudge it on my lid. And I will be using a Morphe E36, and it looks like that. It's like a precision brush, and just lightly smudge the black eyeshadow to your lash line, and then kind of like do a little mini V and probably put it all up to give your eye more of an open look. Alright, time for mascara. I'm just gonna curl my lashes for a bit. Add a coat of mascara. I'm using the CoverGirl Supersized Big Waterproof Mascara. And this is from the drugstore. I love, love, love them. They are like the perfect size for me. And it's very, very light. That's how the eyes look. Now time for the lips. I'm going to be using the MAC Retro Matte Burnt Spice lipstick. Put it on my lips. Now that the look is done and my face is all set, I want my makeup to stay, so I am going to put a makeup setting spray. And now that is it for my tutorial. I really hope you liked it. It's very easy and it's one of my favorite palettes just because it's just the colors that I always wear all the time. And I just love how it's so simple and it's not that smoky, but like it's natural. So I just love it. So if you like this tutorial, please hit like, subscribe, comment down below. Let's connect, and remember, whatever today brings, always, always find joy. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next time, bye.